Abby. Abby. I must speak to you again. Are you sick?
How do you come?
Friend.
I don't like the woods at night. Pray you stand closer. I knew it must be you. When I heard the pebbles on the window before I opened up my eyes, I knew. I thought you would come a good time sooner.
I thought to come many times.
Why didn't you? I am so alone in the world now.
Are you? I've heard that people ride 100 miles to see your face these days.
My face. Can you see my face?
When you're troubled?
Have you come to mock me?
No. No, but I hear only that you go to the tavern every night and play shovelboard with the deputy governor, and they give you cider.
I have once or twice played the shovelboard, but I have no joy in it.
This is a surprise, Abby. I thought to find you gayer than this. I told the troop of boys go step for step with you wherever you walk these days.
They do. But I have only blue looks from the boys.
Would you like that mount?
I cannot bear blue looks no more, John. My spirit's changed entirely.
Papers.
I must be getting godly looks when I suffer for them as I do.
Oh? How do you suffer, Abby?
Why, look at my leg. I'm holes all over from their damned needles and pins. The jab your wife gave me is not healed yet, you know.
Oh, it isn't.
I think sometimes she pricks it open again while I sleep.
Ah.
And George Jacobs, he comes again and again and raps me with his stick. The same spell every night all this week. Look at the lump I have.
Abby, George Jacobs is in the jail all this month.
Thank God he is. And bless the day he hangs and lets me sleep in peace again. Oh, John, the world is so full of hypocrites. They pray in jail. I'm told they all pray in jail.
They may not pray.
And torture me in my bed while sacred words are coming from their mouths. Oh, it's only God himself to cleanse this town properly.
Abby, you mean to cry out still others?
If I live, if I am not murdered, I surely will until the last hypocrite is dead.
Then there is no one good.
There is one. You are good.
Am I? How am I good?
Why, you taught me goodness. Therefore you are good. It were a fire you walked me through, and all my ignorance was burned away. It were a fire, John, we lay in fire. And from that night, no woman dare call me wicked anymore, but I knew my answer. I used to weep for my sins when the wind lifted up my spirits, and blushed for shame because some old Rebecca called me this. And then you burned my ignorance away. As bare as some December tree, I sold them all, walking like saints to church, running to feed the sick, and hypocrites in their hearts. And God gave me strength to call them liars. And God made men to listen to me. And by God, I will scrub the world clean for the love of him. Oh, John, I will make you such a wife when the world is white again. You will be amazed to see me every day, a light of heaven in your house. Why are you cold?
My wife goes to trial in the morning, Abby.
Your wife.
Surely you knew of it.
I do remember it now. How? Is she well?
As well as she may be. 36 days in that place.
You said you came friendly.
She will not be condemned, Abby.
You brought me from my bed to speak of her.
I come to tell you, Abby, what I will do in the court tomorrow. I would not take you by surprise, but give you all good time to think on what to do to save yourself.
Save myself?
If you do not free my wife tomorrow, I am set and bound to ruin you, Abby.
How? Ruin me?
I have brought you proof and documents that you knew that Papa were none of my wife's, and that you yourself bade Mary Warren stab that needle into it.
I bade Mary Warren?
You know what you do. You are not so mad.
Oh, hypocrite! Have you want him to? Oh, John, why did you let them send you?
I warn you, Abby.
They sent you. They steal your honesty.
I have found my honesty.
No. This is your wife pleading. Your sniveling, envious wife. This is Rebecca's voice, Martha Corey's voice.
I will prove you for the fraud you are.
And if they ask you why Abigail would ever do so murderous a deed, what will you tell them?
I will tell them why.
What will you tell? You will confess to fornication in the court?
You will have it so. So I will tell them. Say I will. If you can still hear this. Can you hear? You will tell the court you are blind to spirits. You cannot see them, and you will never cry witchery again, or I will make you famous for the whore you are.
Never in this world. I know you, John. You are this moment singing the secret hallelujahs that your wife will hang.
You mad! You murderous bitch!
Oh, how hard it is when illusions falls. But it falls, it falls. You have done your duty by her. I hope it is your last hypocrisy. I pray you will come again with sweeter news for me. I know you will. Now that your duty's done. Good night, John. Fear not. I will save you tomorrow. From yourself, I will save you.
Now, Martha Corey, there is abundant evidence in our hands to show that you have given yourself to the reading of fortunes. Do you deny it?
I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know that you are not a witch?
If I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them, I scorn it!
Order! I have evidence for the court. You will keep your seat. Thomas Putnam is reaching out for land. How dare you move that man? You're hearing lies. Lies.
Arrest him, Excellency!
I have evidence. Why will you not hear my evidence? Hands off, villain. I bring evidence.
Giles!
Hands off, damn
You
you.
cannot do this in here, Giles. It's a court. Pray, be calm a moment.
Mr. Hale, demand that I speak.
A moment, sir. A moment.
They'll be hanging my wife.
How dare you come roaring in this court? Are you gone daft, Corey?
You are not a Boston judge yet, Hawthorne. You will not call me name's Corey, sir. Giles Corey. I own 600 acres and timber in addition. It is my wife you be condemning now.
And how do you imagine to help her cause with such contemptuous riot? And now be gone. Your old age alone keeps you out of jail for this.
They're telling lies about my wife.
Then you take it upon yourself to decide what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside?
Your Excellency, we need no disrespect.
Disrespect indeed. It is a disruption, mister. This is the highest court of the supreme government of this province. Do you know that?
Your Excellency, I only sent you reading books, and they come and they take her out of
books, old man.
It is my third wife, sir. And I never had no wife that be so taken with books. Do you understand? And I meant to find the cause of it. Do you see? But it would know which I blamed her for. I have broke charity with the woman. I have broke charity with her.
Excellency, he claims hard evidence in his wife's defense. I think that all
Then
justice...
let him submit his evidence in proper affidavit. You're most certainly aware of our procedure here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room.
No! It is my wife, Willard!
Do this, sir.
We are desperate, sir. We come here 3 days now and cannot be heard.
And who is this man?
Francis Nurse, Your Excellency.
His wife is Rebecca that were condemned this morning.
Indeed. I'm amazed to find you in such uproar. I have only good report of your character, Mr. Nurse.
I think they both must be arrested in contempt, sir.
Let you write your plea, and in due time I will consider whether or not...
Excellency, we have proof for your eyes. God forbid you shut them to it. The girls, sir, the girls are frauds.
What? What's what?
We've proof of it, sir. They are deceiving you.
This is contempt, sir.
Peace, Judge Hawthorne. Do you know who I am, Mr. Nurse?
I surely do, sir, and I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are.
And do you know that near to 400 are in the jails, from Mullhead to Lynn, and upon my signature?
I never...
And 72 condemned to hang by that signature.
Excellency, I never thought to say to such a weighty judge. You are deceived.
Mary Warren, what are you about here? She would speak with the deputy governor.
Did you not tell me that Mary Warren were sick in bed?
She were, Your Honor. When I fetched her to court last week, she said she was sick.
She has been striving with her soul all week, Your Honor. She comes now to tell the truth.
Who is this man?
John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife. Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is mischief.
I think you must hear the girl, sir.
Peace. Now, what would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirits, sir.
Never saw no spirit?
Never.
She assigned a deposition, sir.
No. I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village?
We have not. They've come to overthrow this court, Your Honor. This man
I
is...
pray you, Mr. Paris. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
I know it, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to claim that people were sending their spirits against you?
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, she says.
Ah, and the other girls, Susanna Walcott and Indeed. Now, Mr. Proctor, before I decide whether I shall hear you or not, it is my duty to tell you this. We burn a hot fire here. It melts down all concealment. Are you certain in your conscience, mister, that your evidence is the truth?
It is, sir. And you will surely know it.
I take it you came here to declare this revelation in the open court before the public.
I thought I would, with your permission.
Now, sir, what is your purpose in so doing?
Why, I would free my wife, sir.
There lurks nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine this court.
Why, no, sir.
I'll tell you straight, mister. I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked before my very eyes by spirits. I have seen them slashed by daggers and struck by needles. I have, until this moment, not the slightest reason to believe that the children may be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning, sir?
Does it not strike upon you, sir, that so many of these women have lived so long, and with such upright reputation, and do you read the gospel, Mr. Proctor? I read the gospel. I think not. Or surely you would know that Cain were an upright man, and yet he did kill Abel. Aye, God tells us that. But who tells us Rebecca Nurse murdered 7 babies by sending out her spirit on them? It is the children only. Aye. And this one will swear she lied to you.
Judge Hawthorne.
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me a claim in which she states that she is pregnant now.
My wife? Pregnant?
There be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
But if she says she is, then she must be. That woman will never lie, Your Honor.
She will not.
Never, sir. Never.
Mr. Proctor, if I should tell you now that I will let her be kept another month, and if she begin to show her natural signs, you will have her living yet another year until she is delivered. What say you to that? Come now. You say your only purpose is to free your wife. Good thing. She has saved at least this year, and a year is long. What say you, sir? It is done now. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot, sir.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
They've come to overthrow this court, Your Honor! These are my friends. Their wives are
I
condemned.
judge you not, sir. Sit you down. I am ready to hear your evidence. Marshal, all witnesses and prisoners are to be kept in the building.
I come not to hurt the court, Your Honor. I would only try.
Forgive me. I've known him all my life, sir. He is a good man.
I'm sure of it, Marshal. Now, what deposition do you have for us, Mr. Proctor? And I beg you be clear, open as the sky, and honest.
I am no lawyer. So
The pure in heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will.
when you read this verse, sir, it's a sort of testament. The people signing it declare their good opinion of Rebecca and my wife, and Martha Corey. Their good opinion? These are all covenant people. Landholding farmers and members of the church. You'll notice, sir, they've known the woman many years, and never saw no sign they had dealings with the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency. These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I gave them all my word that no harm would come to them for signing this.
This is a clear attack upon the court.
Is every defense an attack upon the court? Can no one no longer go out?
All innocent and Christian people are happy for the courts in Salem. These people are gloomy for it. And I think you will want to know from each and every one of them what discontents them with you.
I think they ought to be examined, sir.
It is not necessarily an attack, I think. Yes.
These are all coveted Christians, sir.
Then I am sure they have nothing to worry about. Mr. Cheever, have warrants drawn for all of these. Arrest for examination. Now, sir, what other information do you have for us? You may sit, Mr. Nurse.
I've brought trouble on these people, I have.
No, old man. You have not hurt these people, if they are of good conscience. But you must understand, sir, that a person is either with this court or he must be counted against it. There is no road between. There's a sharp time now, a precise time. We live no longer in a dusty afternoon when evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. Now, by God's grace, the shining sun is up, and them that fear not light will surely praise it. I hope you will be one of those. She's not hearty, I see.
No, she's not, sir. Now remember the angel Raphael. What he say to the boy Tobias? Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to you.
Come, man, we await you.
John, my deposition, give him mine.
This is Mr. Corey's deposition.
Oh,
What lawyer did this, Corey?
You know I never hired no lawyer in my life, Hawthorne.
it is very well phrased. My compliments. Mr. Paris, if Mr. Putnam is in the building, bring him here. You have no legal training, Mr. Corey?
I have the best, sir. I am 33 time in court in my life, and always plaintiff, too.
Oh, then you're much put upon.
I am never put upon. I know my rights, sir, and I will have them. You know, your father tried a case of mine once. Might be 35 years ago, I think.
Indeed?
He never spoke of it.
No, I cannot recall it.
That's strange. He gave me £9 damages. He were a fair judge, your father. You see, I had a white mare at the time, and this fellow, he came to borrow that mare, and there he is.
Mr. Putnam, I have here an accusation from Mr. Corey against you. He states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs, who is now in the jail.
It's a lie.
Mr. Putnam states your charge is a lie. What say you to that?
A fart on Thomas Putnam. That is what I say to that.
On what proof do you submit your charge, sir?
My proof is there. If Jacobs hangs for a witch, he forfeit up his land. That's law. And there is none but Putnam with the coin to buy so great a peace. This man is killing his neighbors off for their land.
But proof, sir, proof!
My proof is there. I heard it from an honest man. He said the day that his daughter cried out on Jacobs that he had said that she had given him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
Why, the man that gave you this information.
Why? I cannot give you his name.
And why not?
You know well why not. He'll lay in jail if I give you his name.
This is contempt of the court, Mr. Dale.
You will surely tell us the name.
I cannot give you no name. I mentioned my wife's name once and I'll burn it now long enough for that. I stand mute.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you in contempt of this court. Do you realize that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap me in contempt of a hearing.
Oh! It is a proper lawyer! Do you wish me to declare the court in full session? Or will you give me good reply?
I cannot give you no name, sir. I cannot.
You are a foolish old man. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session. Open those doors!
devil lives on such confidences. Without confidences, there would be no conspiracy, Your Honor.
I think it must be broken, sir.
Old man, if your informant tell true, let him come here openly like a decent man. But if he hides in anonymity, I must know why. Now, sir, the government and Central Church demand the name of him who reported Mr. Thomas Putnam a common murderer.
Excellency.
Mr. Hale.
We cannot think it more. There is a prodigious fear in this court of the country.
Then there is a prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I may only fear the Lord. But there is a fear in the country nevertheless.
Reproach me not with the fear in the country. There is fear in the country because there is a moving plot to topple Christ in the country.
But it does not follow that everyone accused is part of it.
No untrusted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. None. Mr. Corey, you are under arrest in contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take time for it yourself, or you will be sent in the jail until you decide to answer all questions. I will kill you here! Say nothing more, John. He only means to hang us all! This is a court of law, mister. I'll have no effrontery here.
Forgive him, sir, for his old age.
These child will prove ourselves, we will.
Mary,
Mary, you cannot weep. Remember the angel, when he said to the boy, hold to it. There is your rock. This is Mary Warren's deposition. I would ask you, sir, remember while you read it, that until 2 weeks ago, she were no different than the other girls are today. You saw her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits choked her. She even testified that Satan, in the form of women now in jail, tried to steal her soul away. And then when she refused,
You know all this.
I see. She swears now that she never saw Satan, nor any spirit, vague or clear, that Satan may have sent to her. And she declares her friends are lying now.
Excellency, I think this goes to the heart of the matter, sir.
It surely does.
I cannot say he's an honest man. I know him little. But in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. I pray you, send him home and let him come again with the lawyer.
Now look you, Mr. Hale.
I have signed 72 death warrants. I am a minister of the Lord. I dare not take a life without to be proof so immaculate. No slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my...
Your Excellency! I have this morning signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse.
You can't do that!
Serious!
This is a court of law!
I'll not conceal it. My handshakes yet is with the wound. I pray you, this argument let lawyers present you.
Mr. Hale, believe me, for a man of such terrible learning, you are most bewildered. I hope you will forgive me. I have been 32 years at the bar, sir, and I should be confounded were I called upon to defend these people. Let you consider now, and I bid you all do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls up witnesses to prove his innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto, on its face and by its nature, an invisible crime. Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and the victim, none other. Now, we cannot hope for a witch to accuse herself, granted. Therefore, we must rely on the testimony of her victims. And they do testify. The children certainly do testify. As for the witches, none will deny that we are indeed most eager for their confessions. Therefore, what is left for a lawyer to bring out? I have made my point, have I not?
But she claims the girls are not truthful. And if they are not,
That is precisely what I'm about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me? Unless you doubt my probity.
I surely do not, sir. Let you consider it.
And let you put your heart to rest. Her deposition, Mr. Proctor.
I should like to question Mary.
Mr. Paris! I bid you be silent! Sit you down, Mr. Proctor. You, sit there. Mr. Cheever, go and bring the children here. Now, Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
You will look at me, child. Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you mean to tell me that you sat in my court, callously lying when you knew people would hang by your evidence? Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I am with God now.
You are with God now.
I, sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now or you are lying then. And in either case, you have committed perjury and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say that you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God. I am with God.
Here be the children, Your Excellency.
Sit you down, children. Your friend Mary Warren has given me a deposition in which she states that she never saw any familiar spirits, apparitions, or any manifest of the devil thereof. She claims as well that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of law. The law based on the Bible, and the Bible written by Almighty God, forbid the practice of witchcraft, and prescribe death, the penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and Bible damn all liars and bearers of false witness. Now it does not escape that this may be devised to blind you. It may very well be that Mary Warren has already been conquered by Satan, who sent her now to detract from our sacred purpose. If so, her neck will break for her. But if she speak true, I bid you now drop your guile and confess your pretense, for a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very ugly bit will be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions now, or do you force me into hard questioning?
I have not changed, sir. She lies.
You would still go on with this?
I, sir.
A poppet were discovered in Mr. Parker's house, stuck by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat beside her in the court when she made it, and you saw her make it, and you witnessed how she herself stuck the needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
When you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you ever see puppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept puppets.
Your Honor, my wife never kept no puppets. Mary Warren confesses it were her puppet.
Your Excellency, Mr. Cheever, when I spoke with Goody Proctor that night, she said she never kept no puppets. But she said she did keep puppets when she were a girl.
She has not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honor.
But the puppet will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep, if it is kept. But Mary Warren swears she never saw no puppet in my house, nor anyone else.
But why could there not have been puppets hid where no one ever saw them?
There might also be 2 golden candlesticks in my house, but no one ever saw them.
We are here precisely, Your Honor, to discover what no one has ever seen.
Your Honor, what profit Mary Warren to turn herself about? What may she gain but hard questioning and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do, sir. Do you believe she means to murder?
This child would murder your wife?
It is no child, sir. Now hear me. In the sight of the congregation, she were twice this year put out of the meeting house for laughter during prayer.
What's this? Laughter during prayer?
Excellency,
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do believe it happened once. She is sometimes silly, but she is solemn now.
Now she's solemn and goes to hang people!
Quiet, man!
Surely it has no bearing on the question, sir. He charges contemplation of murder.
Aye. But it strikes hard upon me that she would laugh at prayer. Continue, Mr. Buck.
Mary, now tell the deputy governor how you danced in the woods.
Excellency, since I come to Salem, this man is blackening my
In
name.
a moment, sir! What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor,
Abigail leads the girls to the woods, Your Honor, and they have danced there, naked.
Excellency, Mr. Paris discovered them sporting in the dead of night. There's the child she is.
Mr. Paris!
I can only say, sir, that I never saw any of them naked. And this man is...
Discovered them dancing in the woods? Abigail?
Excellency, the day I arrived from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do not, sir, but I never saw any of them naked.
But she have danced!
Aye, sir.
You permit me.
Right, proceed. Sit you down, Mr. Proctor.
You say you never saw no spirits, Mary. Were never threatened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or of the devil's agents.
no, sir.
And yet, when people accused of witchery would confront you in court, you would faint, saying the spirits came out of their bodies and choked you.
That were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times and found your skin were icy. Mr. Danforth, you saw
I've
it.
seen it many times.
She only pretended to faint, Your Honor. They're all marvelous pretenders.
Can she pretend to faint now?
Now?
Why not? Now she is not attacked, for none in this room is accused of witchcraft. So let her pretend she is cold now. Let her pretend she is attacked now. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint?
Aye, faint. Prove to us how you pretended in court so many times.
I cannot faint now, sir.
Can you not pretend it?
I have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be that before there were afflicting spirits loose, but now there are none?
I never saw any spirits.
Then see no spirits now. Show us that you can faint by your own will as you claim. Surely your excellency is not taken by this simple lie.
Abigail Williams, I bid you now search your heart and tell me this. And beware of it, child. To God, every soul is precious, and his vengeance is mighty on them that take life without cause. Might it be, child, that these spirits you saw are of deception only? Some illusion that may cross your mind?
Now listen, this is a base question, sir.
I would have you consider it, child.
I have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my blood running out. I have been near to murder every day because I did my duty pointing at the devil's people. And this is my reward. To be mistrusted, denied, questioned like...
Child, I do not mistrust you.
Let you begin, Mr. Danforth. Think you to be so mighty that the power of hell may not turn your wits? Beware of it. There's a...
What is it, child?
No, not. A wind. A cold wind has come. Abby!
Your Honor, I freeze.
They're pretending. She is cold, Your Honor. Touch her.
Mary, use the shadow on me. For Lord's sake!
I freeze!
Don't do that!
Mary Warren! Do you witch her? I say, do you stick your spirit out?
Let me go! Mr. Proctor, I can't help it! No, Heavenly Father, take away the shadow!
Whore! How do you dare call heaven?
Man, what do you mean
It
by
was a whore! Now here! Here is...
Mr. Danforth, he's lying!
Mark, now she'll suck a scream to stab me with
You will prove this! It will not pass!
I have known her, sir. I have known her.
He must have forced her
Silence! I will have silence! This is my court!
It is true. She will deny it, sir, but you will believe me. A man will not cast away his good name. Surely you believe that.
In what time? In what time? In what place?
In the proper place. Where my beasts are bedded. 8 months now, sir. It is 8 months. She used to serve me in my house, sir. A man may think God sleeps. But God sees everything. I know that now. I beg you, sir, I beg you. See her what she is. My wife. My dear, good wife took this girl soon after, sir. And put her out on the high road. And being what she is, a lump of vanity. Forgive me, Your Excellency. She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave. And well she might. For I thought of her softly. God help me. I lusted. And there is a promise in such sweat. But it is a whore's vengeance, and you must see it now. I set myself entirely in your hands. I know you must see it now. My wife is innocent. Except she know a whore when she see one.
You deny every scrap and tittle of this?
If I must answer that, sir, I will leave, and I will not come back again.
She does not deny it, Mr. Danforth. She
You
does not.
will remain where you are! Sit you down! Mr. Paris. Go and bring good wife Proctor here. And Mr. Paris, tell her not one word of what's been spoken here. Now we shall touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman.
Her life, sir. She have never lied. There are them that cannot sing, and them that cannot weep. My wife cannot lie.
And when she put this girl out of your house, she put her out for a harlot,
Aye, sir.
and knew her for a harlot.
She knew her for a harlot.
Good then. And if she tell me it were for harlotry, child, may God spread his mercy on you. Hold! Stand up. Turn your back and stand in that corner. You will do likewise over there. You will do likewise. Now! Now let neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. And no one in this room is to speak one word or make a gesture, A or nay. Enter! Mr. Cheever, report this testimony in all exactness. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Here, woman. You will look forward and not at your husband.
Good, sir.
We are given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? You will look forward only and not at your husband. The answer is in your memory, and you need no help to give it to me.
She dissatisfied me. And my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She were...
Mr. Proctor! Woman, was she slovenly? Was she lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time I was sick and... My husband is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk as some are, or wasting his time in shovelboard, always at his work. In my sickness, you see, sir, I was a long time sick after my last baby, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. And this girl,
Look forward, woman!
I see, Abigail Williams,
What of Abigail Williams?
came to think he fancied her. So, one night, I lost my wits, I think, and put her out on the highway.
Your husband. Did he indeed turn from you?
Is a goodly man, sir.
Then he did not turn from you. Woman, to your knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question! Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her!
Elizabeth, tell the truth, Elizabeth. I have confessed it.
Oh, John.
She has spoken! Remove her!
John!
Don't take her.
John!
She thought only to save my name.
Excellency, it is a natural I to tell. I beg you, stop now before another is condemned. Private vengeance is working through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has struck me true. I believe him now. By my oath to heaven, I believe him. I pray you, call back his wife.
She spoke nothing of lechery! This man lies!
I believe him. I turn my face from it no more. She has always struck me. She...
Sam's liars, Mary.
Oh, wait! Oh, wait, there's Mary! Oh, Mary, please don't come down! She's going to come down! Oh, she's going to be! Oh, no, she's
Mary, Mary, tell the deputy governor what they're doing. Please, Mary.
Don't touch me!
Mary!
You are the devil's man!
Praise God, Mary.
No, come back here with you! I love God! I love God!
He beat you to the devil's word?
He come at me by night and every day to sign, to sign!
Sign what?
The devil's book. He come with the book.
My name! He want my name! I'll murder you! He says in my white name! We must go over for the court!
Mr. Hale.
He went near me. His eyes were like holes, and his fingers claw my back and I sign! I sign!
The top servant got wild now.
Mary, Mary.
No, I know you're right of one. I love God. I bless God. Abby, I'll never hurt you more.
What are you? You're a combined antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power, mister. You will not deny it.
This is not witchcraft. These girls are frauds. You can't give an honest man.
I'll have nothing from you, Mr. Hale. Confess yourself, you foul with hell, or do you give that black allegiance yet? What say you, son?
I say, God is dead! He speaks blasphemy! The fire is burning! I hear the boot of Lucifer. I see his filthy face. And it is my face and yours, dead boy. Pretended to win up sweet men and ignorant. As I quailed, as you quailed now. When you know in all your black hearts that this be fraud. Goddamn our kind especially. And we will burn! We will burn together!
Marshal! Take him and boy with him to the jail!
I cannot be proceedings. I'll put the court.
You are pulling him down and raising up the whore!
Mr. Hale! Marshal, when did Reverend Hale arrive?
They were for dinner.
Indeed. What is his business here?
He goes among them that will hang, sir, and prays with them. He sits with Goody Nurse now in Paris with them.
Indeed. That man has no authority to enter here, Marshal. Why have you let him in?
Mr. Paris demanded me, sir. I cannot deny him.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It's a bitter night and I have no fire.
Fetch Mr. Paris.
Yes, sir.
There's a prodigious stench in this place.
I've only now cleared the people up for you, sir.
Beware hard drink, Marshal.
Aye, sir.
Let you question Hale, Excellency. I should not be surprised to be preaching in Andover lately.
We'll come to that. Speak nothing of Andover. Paris prays with him. That's strange.
I think Paris has a mad look these days.
Mad?
I met him yesterday coming out of his house and bid him good morning, and he wept and went his way. I think it is not so well the villa sees him so unsteady.
Perhaps he has some sorrow.
I think it'd be the cows, sir.
The cows?
There have been cows wandering the high roads lately, now that their masters are in the jails, and much disagreement of who they belong to. I know Mr. Paris be arguing all yesterday over the farmers. There's great contention, sir, about the cows. Contention make him weep, sir. We're always a man that weep for contention.
Good morning, Mr. Danforth. Thank you for coming. I beg your pardon waking you so early. Good morning, Judge Hawthorne.
Reverend Hale has no right to enter this prison.
Excellency, a moment.
You leave him alone with the prisoners?
What's his business here?
Hear me. Reverend Hale has returned to bring Rebecca Nurse to God. It is a providence.
He bids her confess?
Hear me. Rebecca have not given me word this 3 months since she come. Now she sits with him, and Martha Corey and her sister, and 2 or 3 others. And he pleads with them, confess their crimes, and save their lives.
Why, this is indeed a providence. And they soften? They soften?
Not yet. Not yet. But I thought to summon you that we might discuss on... There is news, sir, that the court must reckon with my niece. I believe she is vanished.
Vanished?
I had thought to advise you of it earlier in the week.
Why? How long is she gone?
This will be the 3rd night. Mercy Lewis is gone too.
I shall send a party for them. Where might they be?
I think they board a ship, Excellency. My daughter tells me now she heard them speaking of ships last week. And tonight, I discover my strongbox is broken too.
She have robbed you?
31 pound is gone. I am penniless.
Mr. Paris, you are a brainless man.
Excellency, it profit nothing you should blame me. I cannot think they would leave except they fear to keep in Salem anymore, since the news of Andover has broken.
Andover is Rimini. The court will return there on Friday and will resume examinations.
I'm sure of it, sir. But the rumor here speaks rebellion in Andover.
There is no rebellion in Andover.
I tell you what is said here. Andover have thrown out the court, they say. They will have no part of witchcraft. There be a faction here feeding on that news. And I tell you true, sir. I fear there will be a riot here.
Riot? Why, at every execution I have seen naught but high satisfaction in it.
Judge Hawthorne, it were another sort that we hanged until now. Rebecca Nurse is no Bridget that lived 3 years with Bishop before she married him. John Proctor is no Isaac Ward that dragged his family to ruin. Let Rebecca stand upon the gibbet and send up a righteous prayer, and I fear she'll wake a vengeance on you.
Excellency, she is condemned a witch. The court have...
Pray you. How would you propose?
Excellency, I would postpone these hangings for a time.
There will be no postponement.
Now, Mr. Hale's return, there is hope, I think. For if he bring even one of them to God, that surely damns the others in the public eye. None may doubt more that they are all linked to hell. This way, unconfessed and claiming innocence, doubts are multiplied. Many honest people will weep for them, and our good purpose is lost in those tears.
Cheever, give me the list.
It cannot be forgot, sir. that when I summoned the congregation to John Proctor's excommunication, hardly 13 people come to hear it. That speak of discontent, I think.
There will be no postponement.
Excellency.
Now, sir, which of these, in your opinion, may be brought to God? I will myself strive with them till dawn.
There is not sufficient time till dawn!
I shall do my utmost. Which of them do you have hope for?
Excellency, a dagger.
What do you say?
When I opened my door to leave my house, the dagger clattered to the ground. You cannot hang this sword. There is danger for me. I dare not step outside at night.
Accept my congratulations, Reverend Hill. We are glad to see you have returned to your good work.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
You misunderstand, sir. I cannot pardon you when 12 already are hanged for the same crime. It is not just.
Rebecca will not confess.
Excellency, the sun will rise in a few minutes. I must have more time.
Now hear me, and beguile yourselves no more. I will not receive a single plea for pardon or postponement. 12 are already executed. The names of these 7 are given out, and the village expects to see them die at dawn. Postponement now speaks of floundering on my part. Reprieve or pardon must cast doubt on them that have died until now. While I speak God's law, I will not crack its voice with whimpering. And if retaliation is your fear, know this. I should hang 10,000 that dare rise against the court, and an ocean of salt tears cannot melt the resolution of their statutes. Now draw yourselves up like men and help me, as you are bound to heaven to do so. You have spoken with them all, Mr. Hale?
All but Proctor. He's in the dungeon.
What's Proctor's way now?
Sits like some giant bird. You not know I live except to take food from time to time.
His wife. His wife must be well on with child now.
She is, sir.
What think you, Mr. Paris? You have closer knowledge of this man. Might your presence soften him?
It is possible, sir. You have not laid eyes on her these 3 months. I shall summon her.
Is he yet adamant? Has he struck at you again?
You stayed the wall now, sir. You cannot.
Fetch Goody Proctor to me. Then let you bring him up.
Excellency, if you postpone a week and publish to the village that you are striving for their confessions, that speaks mercy on your part, not faltering.
Mr. Hale, as God have not empowered me like Joshua to stop this sun from rising, so I cannot withhold from them the perfection of their punishment.
If you think God wills you to raise rebellion, Mr. Danforth, you're mistaken.
You've heard rebellion spoken in Salem?
Orphans wander from house to house. Abandoned cattle bellow on the high road. And the stench of running cuts hangs everywhere. And no man knows when the harlot's cry will end his life. And you want to yet if rebellion spoke. But you should not marvel that they do not burn your province.
Mr. Hale, have you preached in Andover this past month?
Thank God they have no need of me in Andover.
You baffle me, sir. Why have you returned here?
Why, it is all simple. I come to do the devil's work. I come to counsel Christians that they should belie themselves. There is blood on my head! Can you not see the blood on my head?
Hush!
Goody Proctor. I hope you are hearty.
And yet 6 months before my time.
Pray, be at your ease. We come not for your life. We... Mr. Hale, would you speak with the woman?
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked to hang this morning.
I have heard it.
You know, do you not, that I have no connection with the court? I come of my own. For I would save your husband if he is taken. I count myself for his murderer.
What do you want of me?
Goody Proctor, I've gone this 3 months like a lord into the wilderness. I sought a Christian way. But damnation's doubled on a minister who counsels men to lie.
It is no lie. You cannot speak.
It is a lie. They are innocent.
No more! No more! I will hear no more of that!
Let you not mistake your duty, Goody Proctor, as I mistook my own. I came into this village like a bridegroom to his beloved, bearing gifts of high religion. The very crowns of holy law I brought. And when I touched my bright confidence, blood flowed up. And where I turned the eye of my great faith, beware, Goody Proctor. Cleave to no faith when faith brings blood. It is mistaken law that leads you to sacrifice. Life, woman, life is God's most precious gift. No principle, however glorious, may justify the taking of it. Prevail upon your husband to confess. Let him give his lie. Will not before God's judgment miss. For it may well be, God damns a liar less than he who throws away his life for pride. Will you talk to him? I cannot think he will listen to another.
I think that be the devil's argument.
Before the laws of God, we are swine. We cannot read his will.
I cannot dispute with you, sir. I lack learning for it.
Goody Proctor, you are not summoned for disputation. Be there no wifely tenderness within you? He will die at sunrise. Your husband. Do you understand that? What say you? Will you contend with him? Are you stoned? I tell you true, woman. Had I no other proof of your unnatural life, your dry eyes now would be sufficient evidence that you've delivered up your soul to hell. A very ape would weep at such calamity. Has the devil dried up any tear of pity in you? Take her out. It profit nothing she should speak to him.
Let me speak with him, Excellency.
You'll strive with him?
You will plead for his confession, or will you not?
I promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Pray, lead him, Excellency.
Mr. Proctor, you have been notified, have you not? I see light in the sky, mister. Let you counsel with your wife, and may God help you turn your back on hell.
If you desire a cup of cider, Miss... God lead you now.
You have been chained.
Ah. The child?
It grows.
There's no word of the boys?
They're well. Rebecca's Daniel keeps them.
Not seen them?
I have not.
You are a marvel, Elizabeth. You come for my life now.
I know it.
None. Have you ever confessed?
There be many confessed.
Who are they?
There be 100 or more, they say. Goody Ballard is one. Isaiah Goodkind is one. There be many.
Rebecca?
Not Rebecca. She's 1 foot in heaven now. Naught may hurt her more.
And Giles?
You have not heard of it?
I hear nothing while I am kept.
Giles is dead.
When were he hanged?
He were not hanged. He would not answer A or nay to the indictment. Or if he denied the charge, they'd hang him surely and auction out his property. So he stand mute and died Christian under the law. So his sons would have his farm. It's the law. For he could not be condemned a wizard without he answer the indictment A or nay.
Then how does he die?
They press him, John.
Press?
Great stones lay upon his chest until he plead A or nay. They say he give them but 2 words. More weight, he said, and died.
More weight.
Aye. But you are a fearsome man, Giles Corey.
I've been thinking I would confess to them. What say you? If I give them that,
I cannot judge you, John.
what would you have me do?
As you will, I would have it. I want you living, John, that's sure.
Giles' wife? Has she confessed?
She will not.
It is a pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I cannot mount the gibbet like a saint. It is a fraud. I am not that man. My honesty is broken, Elizabeth. I am no good man. Nothing spoiled by giving them this lie that were not rotten long before.
And yet you've not confessed till now. That speak goodness in you.
Spite. Spite only keeps me silent. It's hard to give a lie to dogs. I would have your forgiveness, Elizabeth.
It is not for me to give, John.
I would have you see some honesty in it. Let them that never lie die now to keep their souls. It is pretense for me. A vanity that will not blind God, nor keep my children out of the wind. What say you?
How not that I should forgive you. Will you forgive yourself? It is your soul, John. Only be sure of this, for I know it now. Whatever you will do, it is a good man who does it. I have read my heart this 2 months, John. I have sins of my own to count. It takes a cold wife to prompt lechery.
Enough. Enough.
Better you should know me.
I will not hear it. I know you.
Take my sins upon you, John.
No. I take my own. My own.
I counted myself so plain, so poorly made, no honest love could come to me. Suspicion kissed you when I did. I never knew how I should say my love. 'Twere a cold house I kept.
What say you, Proctor? The sun is soon up.
Do what you will. Let none be your judge. There
be no higher judge under heaven than Proctor is. Forgive me. Forgive me, John. I never knew such goodness in the world.
I want my life.
You'll confess yourself?
I will have my life.
God be praised! It is a providence! He will confess! Proctor will confess!
Why do you cry it? It is evil, is it not? It is evil!
I cannot judge you, John. I cannot.
Then who will judge me? God in heaven! What is John Proctor? What is John Proctor? I think it is honest, I think so. Let Rebecca go like a saint. For me it is fraud.
I'm not your judge. I cannot be.
Will you give them such a lie? Say it. Would you ever give them this? You would not. Palms of fire will sink in you. You would not. It is evil. Good then. It is evil. And I do it.
Praise to God, man. Praise to God. You will most certainly be blessed in heaven for this. Now then, let us have it. Are you ready, Mr. Cheever?
Why must it be written?
Why, for the good instruction of the village. This we shall post upon the church door. Where is the marshal?
Willard, hurry!
Now, Mr. Proctor, will you speak slowly and directly to the point for Mr. Cheever's sake? Mr. Proctor, have you seen the devil in your life? Come, man. There's light in the sky. The town waits at the scaffold. I should give out this news. Did you see the devil?
I did. Praise God.
And when he come to you, what were his demands? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth?
He did.
And did you bind yourself to his service? Ah, Rebecca Nurse. Come in, come in.
John, you are well then, eh?
Take courage, man. Take courage. Show her your good example so that she may come to God herself. Now hear it, goody nurse. Say on, Mr. Proctor. Did you bind yourself to the devil's service?
Why, John.
I did.
Now, woman, you see it surely profits nothing that you keep this conspiracy any further. Will you confess yourself with him?
John, God send his mercy on you.
Take her out. Take her out!
I say you will confess yourself, goody nurse.
Why, it is a lie. It is a lie. How may I damn myself? I cannot. I cannot.
Mr. Proctor, when the devil come to you, did you ever see Rebecca Nurse in his company? Come, man, take courage. Did you see her with the devil?
No.
Did you ever see her sister, Mary Easty, with the devil?
No. I did not.
Did you ever see Martha Corey with the devil?
I did not.
Did you ever see anyone with the devil?
I did not.
Proctor, you mistake me. I'm not empowered to trade your life for a lie. You most certainly have seen some person with the devil. Mr. Proctor, a score of people have already testified.
Then it is proved. Why must I say it?
Why must you say it? You should rejoice to say it, if your soul is purged of any love for hell.
They think to go like saints. I like not to spoil their names.
Mr. Proctor, you think they go like saints? Look, you, sir, I think you mistake your duty here. It matters nothing of what she thought. She is convicted of the unnatural murder of children. And you are convicted for singing your spirit out on Mary Warren. Your soul alone is at issue here, mister. And you will prove its righteous, or you cannot live in a Christian country. To your knowledge, has Rebecca Nurse ever...
I speak my own sins.
I cannot judge another. I have no tongue for it.
Excellency, it is enough to confess it. Let him sign it. Let him sign.
It is a great service, sir. It is a weighty name. It will strike the village that he confess. I beg you, Excellency, let him sign it. The sun is up.
Sign your testimony. Cheever, give it to me.
You have all witnessed it. What more is needed?
You will not sign it?
You have all witnessed it. It is enough.
Do you sport with me? You will sign your name, or it is no confession, mister. Your second name, man.
Praise be to the Lord.
If you please, sir.
No.
Mr. Proctor, I must have...
No. No, I have signed. You have seen me. It is done. You have no need for this.
Proctor, the village must have proof that...
Damn the village! I confess to God. And God has seen my name on this. It is enough.
No, sir. It is
You
not...
meant to see but save my soul, did you not? Here. I have confessed myself. It is enough.
You have not confessed...
I have confessed myself. Is it no good penitence but it be public? God does not need my name nailed upon the church door. God sees my name. God knows how black my sins are.
Mr. Proctor!
You will not use me! I am no Sarah Good or Tituba. I am John Proctor! You will not Beguile me not! I blacken all of them when this is nailed to the church the very day they hang for silence.
Mr. Proctor, I must have good and legal proof.
You are the High Court. Your word is good enough. Tell them I confess myself. Say Proctor broke his knees and wept like a woman. Say what you will, but my name cannot be...
It is insane, is it not? If I report it or you sign it?
No! It is not the same. What others say and what I sign to is not the same.
Why? Do you mean to deny this confession when you are free?
I mean to deny nothing.
Then explain to me, Mr. Proctor, why you will not let me have your confession.
Because it is my name! Because I cannot have another in my life! Because I lie. And sign myself to lies. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang. How may I live without my name? I have given you my soul. Leave me my name.
Is that confession a lie? If it is a lie, I will not accept it. I will not give in lies, Mr. You will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot save you from the rope. What way do you go, Mr. Marshal!
Proctor, I beg.
Man, you will hang. You cannot.
May God it speak some goodness. Give them no tear. Show them a heart of stone. And sink them with it.
There's another judgment that awaits us all. Let you fear nothing.
Hang them out of the town! Whoever weeps for these, weeps for corruption! Take them!
Go to him. There is yet time. Proctor! Proctor!
Woman, plead with him. It is pride. It is vanity. Be his helper. What profit him to bleed? Shall the dust praise him? Shall the words declare his truth? Go to him. Take his shame away.
We have his goodness now. God forbid I take it from him.